Hello, welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're taking a look at Transformers Armada from 2002, Jetfire with Committer. And with all the talk of the new Jetfire toy coming out, I thought it would be cool and fun to take a look at the original Armada Jetfire, and here he is in all his glory. This toy sits in the Armada toy line, in my opinion, among the top 10 figures for show accuracy and just playability. It looks amazing and it is really fun. Of course, we have him here in his alt mode, which is a futuristic shuttle. And it looks really nice. As you can see, the color palette with this is pretty much white with two different color grays, a dark and a light with red highlights, trimmed in black. So it really is a nice little palette for it. Having said that, really interesting. Let's take a look at the undercarriage because we're going to look at all his accessories, and we'll take a minute afterwards to look at them separately. You get, camera up, his wheels and battle shield, two missiles, and his Minicon Committer. This is him all combined together. In this mode with everybody, he does roll. He's tried rolling off this base several times. And he does look really, really nice. As you can see, you got the white in the top, separated by the gray line here. White with the red and black stripes going down the hull. You got the two different color grays. You got the dark gray back here with the light gray for the thrusters, trimmed with the black white tips with the red backing. I think the overall look in this guy is impressive, and it really does look like a shuttle, so I'm really happy with that. I thought it was fantastic. He is supposed to be electronic. I did not replace the batteries in mine. So to activate his electronics, you would hit this switch right here. And this would light up here. And this jet engine / gun would make all different types of noises. Blast off noises, a countdown, the whole bit. And later on, when we do him in robot mode, I'll show you how to make him so that he does blast effect sounds. So let's take a look at this guy a little bit closer. First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this piece. Word of caution, if you have this piece attached and you've never taken it off, don't grab this piece right here. You will pop this black cap off. Grab it from the back. And just pop it loose. As you can see, it has clips here, which clip in right here. This is his wheelbase. And if you flip this over, this becomes his battle shield and the chest for Jet Optimus Prime when they're combined. Which at a later video, we will combine Armada Prime and Jetfire. Next, we're going to take Committer out of here. And one of the fun features I love with this is he does have Minicon ports. One on each wing and one on the back of the booster. If you do the wing ones, it will release this little missile right here. Like so. You just set them in there and you actually just have to push down. And the fun thing about that is you don't need the Minicon to remove it. Just remove it like so. So let's take a look at these two missiles. They are identical. There is nothing changed on either one. Before we look at Committer, there's a few more things on him I want to look at, which I thought were really cool features. As I was saying, if you plug Committer into here, we're just going to do a quick little transformation on Committer off camera to his alternate form. because we are going to look at him in just a few seconds. And it just looks better in the other mode. If you plug him into here, you're going to have 2 additional fins pop up, like so. Really cool. So, like I said, playability was amazing with this guy. Unplug him. 2 fins that pop up. I'm going to put those away. And he has one more feature I want to show. To get to, we're going to open this compartment here. And now mine. Of course, I just opened this a little while ago, and now it does not want to open. So we're going to do a cheat tool. Boop. I'll open these 2 up. And what I think is cool is you open this side first. There's absolutely nothing in there. But if you turn it around and open the other side, this is where they outdid themselves, in my opinion. All this detail work on this panel. The solar system, planets, Earth, the continents, a whole bunch of information. And the inside of this actually looks like a shuttle bay. For a orbiting shuttle. Really, really cool. You can close this up if you want. You can leave it open. You can do what you want with that. But to me, I think that's one of the most outstanding features is that design. Because it adds to the playability so much more. You can do so many things with it. And to close it up, they just clip together. Just got to line them up. And clip them together like so. We're going to put Jetfire aside for a minute. And we're going to take a look at his Minicon partner, Committer. And he's a little cockeyed. There we go. Fixed. Committer is a 6-wheeled Cybertronic moon buggy who rolls quite nicely. Of course, the Minicons are very small toys. You got the Minicon logo right in the front. It's kind of hard to see it right there. This is where the humans would sit. You got your radar dish. There's your port to attach to all your Transformers. And any Minicon will fit with any Armada. He does have 3 modes. The first one, of course, is this Dune Buggy mode. The second mode, we move these 2 slightly. We move his wheelbase forward. It's on 2 hinges. And all we're going to do is clear that. Bring the wheels forward. This is actually his landing gear mode. This sits in the nose cone. Here. Like so. That is his landing gear mode. And he does have a robot mode. From here, we bring these down. Make sure they're nice and level. Separate these 2. I bring them up just to make my life a little easier. Turn this forward. And bring these 2 down. And there is Committer in his robot mode. Interesting little guy. Blue, red, and gray with a tiny bit of silver. That's all his color scheme is. It's getting a little close. He's got silver for his eyes, 1 red arm, 1 red and blue arm, and gray wheels. And in this mode, he still rolls pretty decently. To know he's transformed properly, because I messed this up for the longest time and I didn't even realize it, you will see this pin in the back exposed where his Minicon port is. So if that's exposed on the back, you've got him transformed properly. If it's like this, that is not correct. According to the official instructions, that's how he's supposed to look. And of course, for articulation, torso, arm, and this piece will come off. Well, it doesn't mind anyways. And his ankles tilt forward. So, really cool. We're going to give you a little bio on Committer real quick. Suffers from wanderlust. Hates to stay in one place for too long. Loves to explore the vastness of space with his partner Jetfire. However, due to the war with the Decepticons, he has continuously found himself planet stuck. In his words, unable to explore the cosmos and discover new galaxies. Rather interesting bio. Again, combination of bios I find all over the internet for him. Take all the same similar information, I put it together, and hopefully it makes sense. Now we're going to take a look at Jetfire. We're going to transform him. And the other thing to note is the size on these things. They were really big. They were really big toys, as you can see. So to transform him is relatively easy. It just gets a little funky when you get to the middle. The first thing you're going to do is unplug his wings. And bring them up. They do peg into the sides of his feet. Next, I'm going to come to the back, and I'm just going to gently separate the booster. Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. I'm going to take the booster out. So that's what you're left with. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up his feet. By flipping down that part. And then flipping back the whole foot. Same deal. Flip that. And flip that. And then I'm just going to extend his leg. And I'm going to extend his leg. Like so. So those are his legs assembled. Now the thing that gets funny with him is when you open up all of this, the only thing holding him together is going to be these two hinges. This red piece on the sides. So you just got to be careful with that. Next I'm going to take this out here. I'm going to bring it straight. This gives me room to do the rest of this. So this is all going to separate. And some people find it easier to do this. Next, I'm going to unpeg his hand and swing it out. It does peg in. I'm going to unpeg the hand and swing it out. I'm going to take this top half here and bring it forward. Looks kind of funky, I know. Now I'm going to close his back up like so. I'm going to bring this up. Bring this in, and like that. So that's going to hold that closed. On that side, bring it in, bring it up, and tilt it in. That'll hold his back together. Took me a long time to figure that little trick out. This is going to plug into here, and on the other side. Like so. I'm going to open his arm. Open his arm. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to take the nose cone. I'm going to bring this piece forward. I'm going to bring the nose cone up. And I'm going to push this in. I'm going to flip his head up. Bring this up here. So this is all exposed, and I'm just going to flip this piece over the top. And then you can set your wings however you want. I like them at an angle. going to bring this up slightly so you can see a little better. And there is Jetfire in his robot mode. And again, I like it because I don't think it looks like just a brick. I like the overall look. I think this guy looks really cool. According to Hasbro, you're supposed to flip these up higher, by the way, just so we do it properly. So he has his kneecaps. That is Jetfire in his robot mode. And I think that looks amazing. There's an issue that'll pop sometimes. Just the overall look. It looks spot on for the TV show. You got the red crest of the head, black with the gold eyes, the gold mouth. You got white on the sides with red trim. Autobot symbol right in the middle of his chest. I just like how the wings can be positioned any way you want. Like I said, I just like mine at an angle like that. I just think it looks really nice. Gray with the red in the front. The black kneecaps. I like how this all opens up on the sides and just really pops out. The inside of the shuttle bay becomes his forearms. And then on the back, with the back of the wings, there's so much detail molded in there. I just think it looks really awesome. Articulation. Head will go all the way around. And you can do sort of an up and down, so it does do a full exorcist. The wings, you can set these any way you want, really. You can have them down, up. I just like them like that, like the show. The tips of the wings, you can move those. This panel can be moved for full transformation. If you want to do this, I'll do it just for articulation. Shoulder will go all the way around, up and down. He does have bicep return. His elbow bend stops at a 90. And he does have wrist rotation. Nothing at the waist per se, because he does not have a waist. But his legs will go all the way around. He does have an okay knee bend, not the greatest. And that's fully extended. And the ankle tilt is only front and back. And we can armor him back up. So on the back you have storage spots. You can store the missiles here. Or put them in the missile launchers. In robot mode, I store them myself. His shield needs to be plugged in. So I throw it on the ground. His peg right here. That's his shield. And his blaster fits right into that hand there. And Committer, we're going to transform him briefly real quick. All the way down. These are supposed to peg in on the bottom here. And mine doesn't want to peg in at the moment. But we will get them there. There we go. All done. Plugs on the end. You're going to have them on the wings. But I like to plug them on the end of the gun. Because when you do this, it would change the sound of his cannon. Quick little bio for Jetfire. The Autobots second in command, a vital link between Optimus Prime and the Autobots throughout the universe. Very professional. However, he is very down to earth. Has rare occurrences that he will show gusto and bravado. Not afraid to tell Optimus Prime when he feels he's doing wrong or something doesn't feel right. He does have an alter ego disguise called Sky Shadow for undercover missions while infiltrating the Decepticons. So rather interesting. Again, with the talk of the new toy coming out, I thought this would be fun to take a look at this guy. I am going to do a video soon combining Jetfire and Optimus into Jet Prime, and then combining Jet Prime with Overload to make the ultimate set, which is really fun because they actually go together in vehicle and in robot. So having said that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all of the channel members and subscribers on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. I appreciate it. I enjoy doing these videos, and many more videos are heading your way. You all have a very good day, and I'll catch you in the next video.